It's that time, my guys. So Blue, my 2012 Mazdaspeed 3, is in need of some maintenance. So we just surpassed 100,000 miles, and there's a couple things we got to do. So today's video is going to be specifically going over a drain and fill of the gear oil that's in the transmission, or transmission oil, whatever you want to call it. It's not transmission fluid because it's a manual. Automatic cars have automatic transmission fluid, like the Tacoma, and I've done that as well. But this should be pretty simple. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. I've changed the gear oil out in the Tacoma before in the differentials in the transfer case, and it's basically the same process. Basically, you have a drain and a fill. So as long as you have the car lifted and level, you can crack the drain, crack the fill, pull the drain plug out. It's going to drain all of the oil out of the transfer or the transaxle, and then you'll snug that back up, torque it down in spec, and then you'll open up the fill port and you'll fill away until you have added the amount that you're supposed to add. Basically, the fill port is your leveling or your volume measurement. I don't really know how to say that. I'll show you what it looks like, but you're going to be adding gear oil to the transaxle until it starts to come out of the fill port. And at that point, you know, and as long as the car is on a level surface, at that point, you know that you have the correct amount of gear oil in there. So my name is James, and we're back in the garage working from dusk till dawn, my dudes. Let's do it. There's a reason I refuse to go to auto shops, and this is one of them. They do not torque things properly. Ah, Jesus Christ. I'm trying to break my dang car. I'm going to blow out my lug nuts. Because all they do is use a damn impact driver because they're in a freaking rush. Which I kind of get. Because like they got a lot of cars to do, but you kidding me? That's my lug nut, dude. And lug bolt. And they're destroying it. Sorry for touching you. If we take a look here, right here is our fill plug. It's a 24 millimeter socket. And then if we move further in, I'm just going to point to it because the camera's really not going to be able to get a good spot. But this is our front driver tire. This is the front portion of our lower control arm. And if you move straight inwards from the bushing for the front bushing of the lower control arm, you'll find the drain port for the transaxle, which is also a 24 millimeter. So I'm going to get my oil pan thrown down here, brake torque on it, and also brake torque on the fill so that there's no like suction. It'll flow faster coming out. And then, yeah, I don't know if I have the right gaskets to put back on here, like new ones, but we'll have to take a look. All right, good. All right, while that's draining, you and I can just kind of have a real quick conversation. Nothing really bad. I already looked at the oil. You can either use your finger or just kind of watch the flow just to see what it looks like. Mine is surprisingly clear, which is a good thing. You know, it doesn't mean, or it means that you're not like getting the transmission too hot and burning that stuff up. But yeah, so it looks fine. For those of you that have never had the opportunity or the pleasure of smelling gear oil, it's bad. It's one of the worst scents in the world, and it lingers, it sticks to everything. So if you don't want to smell like gear oil, one, wear gloves, and two, don't get it on you. So yeah, we are going to be replacing the oil in there with this Mobil 1 synthetic gear lubricant, 75W90. I believe the speeds call for like 1.6 quarts, so I got 2 quarts. I've made an error. So basically, 2 quarts is apparently not enough. One thing that I was reading online that you want to make sure with your gear oil is that it's API GL4 or GL5. I don't actually know what that means. I haven't bothered to Google it. I don't really care. But this Mobil 1 is GL5, which is good. So that is important. Back under the car I go. So we're pretty much at a super slow drip, which means that it is effectively done draining. So I'm going to go ahead and get the drain plug put back in. I've got the new gasket on there. I'm gonna have to wipe off some of that gear oil. I will say the torque value is somewhere between 27 and like 51 foot-pounds or something. Yeah, 27 to 51 foot-pounds. I can't get a torque wrench in here, so it's going to be hand tight. By hand tight, I mean wrench tight, using my calibrated torque wrench that is my arm. So, yeah, 27 to 51 foot-pounds, and that's for both plugs or both ports. And that is what you're looking for, just a slight drain. I actually ended up only putting about 1 more quart in, so right about 3, and then it started overflowing. So better be safe than sorry. Now I have 2 extra quarts for the next time. That's pretty much it. It's super easy to do with running back and forth stuff. It took me about probably an hour-ish, maybe an hour and a half if you're including like jacking up the car and getting it all level and that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's really easy to do. I mean, as long as you got all the tools right in front of you, you knock it out quick. So 100,000 miles, it's a milestone, no pun intended. Drop a comment if you have any questions or curiosities or just want to say hi. I love to say hi back. So with that, I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to live from dusk till dawn, my dudes.